Oh, hi. Hello, everyone. It is a sleepy Sunday. Time for another Super Sunday stream. So, I'm just gonna be doing some grinding levels on my alt, my Let's Play guy. Yeah. So, my free company actions actually do a boost gathering experience, so I'm probably gonna focus on that a little bit. I'm also going to look into maybe grinding out some levels in Thaumaturge and for sure Arcanist, because I need to get Arcanist to 15 to unlock White Mage, and that'll happen in 3 levels if I get Conjure up to level 30, which won't take very long. So, let's get going. Let's see, let's reorganize this. Drop some stuff off Selvine. Got Ventures. I should probably do that. Maybe I'll do that on my alt. What level is this? 17? Of course. Okay, let's see. I have... Let's switch over to Botanist. Let me see. I need to get some stuffs for this. Also, I like there's a particular Final Fantasy breakdown for leveling. What is it? Final Fantasy 14 Guild.com. They have guides on pretty much everything, and they have pretty extensive guides on gathering, and I think that is always a good idea. Here we go. There's green. That on my other computer. Let's run over to the market real quick. Rabbit pie. Is a little bit sluggish. And unfortunately, the way that I do the stream, I can't exactly have 2 screens set up because the Elgato doesn't particularly like that. So I gotta do that a little bit. So, for botany, I'm gonna need 50 maple saps for the level 5, so I might just grind those out. So, the nice thing about the Final Fantasy Guild guides is they actually have like suggested stockpile amounts. So I'm probably gonna do that. So I am going to grab another rabbit pie. Perception is much and gathering higher. Alright. So, recommendation is I need 20 Allegan snails, 20 beehive chips of cinnamon. So I'll start with the snails because then I should get up to, well, I'm at level 3. Tree speak. Yellow Serpent Gate. Alright, so mature trees. I think this is where I can get all of these. Got latex and maple logs. I wanted to get maple sap. It's not these trees, but the recommendation is to get like 99 maple logs. Got 30, so I'll just grab a couple more from here. This way, I want to say, is where the... There we go. Alright, so I need to grab 70 maple sap. Woohoo! Level 5. Or level 4, rather. So now this ability will just increase the chance of gathering by 5%. That affects both high quality and normal quality, but don't have a whole lot of perception, so chances of getting the high quality are going to be non-existent, as you can see. Not want. nice when I have enough seals to spend just all willy-nilly on the gathering or the survival manuals, because those are super nice. I have stealth. Woohoo, level 5. Fieldmaster 2 just increases the gathering by 15% as opposed to 5. This will be a lot easier when I actually have some more gathering gear. Because my perception will go up, my gathering will go up. So the higher gathering, the more this percent will increase. The higher your perception, the more this will increase. So, and with once you reach a certain level and having a high enough perception, you'll actually start getting like special. I don't want to call them. There'll be like instances on each node that'll like give you like random bits. So like it'll be like you can gather another time, or if your strength is this high, then you can it increases your chance of gathering normal quality or high quality or various other things like that. So those are always nice. So I almost have enough just to complete the level 5 class quest for Botanist, which is 50, but I want to get the recommendation, which is 70. The right angle on these. Even though you can see it, it doesn't mean you can actually interact with it from the opposite side of the tree that the node is actually on, which can be a little confusing. Alright, so I have enough now for the level 5 class quest for Botany. But we're gonna go... And really, like, I hardly ever use these arbor calls. From my standpoint, they're kind of useless, because you can see them on your minimap. Really, the only benefit is if you don't have the minimap on, I guess. or if you're trying to gain like high level like hidden nodes or things like that, I think it works on those as well. But that'll be something you won't use until you're like level 50. So it's like, not a big to do. Once I finish with the maple sap, I'm gonna grab the cinnamon and beehive chips, which I'm assuming are for culinary supplies. I think beehive chips are used to make honey. 63, 64. And yes, you will draw aggro if you come up near bad guys. And 70 for cinnamon because I have a better chance of getting cinnamon. I should reach level. See, I'm already level 6. I could probably easily get to level 10 just on doing these first few things. You'll notice like those first few levels that I gained were like, oh my gosh, this is super easy. Yeah, that's not going to be the way it is all the time. Luckily, I have Friendship Circlet on, so that gives me a 25% boost to experience. I didn't eat. That's just silly. I could have been gaining. I'm not following my own advice. I know. I'm weird. I'm weird like that. I do that a lot. A lot more than I meant to. Alright. 20 of that. And then I'll go for the beehive chips. So the thing that I've noticed in like grinding on any gathering class is the recommended thing to like grind by gathering is usually a couple levels above your current level for that like particular tier, and it makes for a little bit more. It's a little more frustrating. You get you get more misses when you do that. It's fine if you have the time, but if you're looking to just do that, it can be kind of like, ugh, can't get all this. If I'm not doing it like getting 4 out of 4, then why am I bothering? I would assume that the Allegan snails are probably for alchemy in some fashion. That would be my assumption. And they could be culinary. You could make escargot, I think. 20. Right. Now, 20 beehive chips. 7. I have burned through all of my rusted XP though, which isn't great, but it's not like the end of the world. I'm gonna get this one because I've of the gathering classes, fisherman is probably the easiest to level. You get more experience per fish than you do than for like grinding out this kind of stuff. And it used to be that grinding shards was actually a good source of income because you could always sell shards on the market and be worthwhile. Unfortunately, at least on my server, tends to be very, very hit and miss. Sometimes certain shards are going for really high, and other times they're going for like the most ridiculous, like 1 a piece, so it's really just not worth it. And there's no such thing as a high quality shard. You can see that by the dash over the percent sign. Alright, so now I need to go over... Actually, It's not very Halloween anymore, but... I'm not going to bother with the maple logs. Branches at the moment. Branches are often used for like making bows and stuff, or fishing rods, but really like they're not that important. Where's the nearest? Blue Badger Gate this time. I want to grab those elegant snails. Yes, I have the beehive chips, the cinnamon, the maple sap, and I just need the elegant snails. And they should be right, I mean literally like right out front here. And there's the elegant snails. And I can also get maple logs here, latex, and maple branches. They didn't say anything about latex building up a stock. I mean, latex isn't really used for a whole heck of a lot. And again, they're right outside, so you can pretty much just grab them whenever you need them. "99 crow feathers for the level 10. just building up our stockpile of various and sundry things. Done this node all out of order. One more node onto the level 10 trees. Okay. Now then. So once you reach like level 4, this one will pop open. So I need, oh, these are level 10, so I won't be doing these just now. So that's in the Shroud of the Green Tier. So they recommend Ash Branches, it's level 9. Do we need Cock Feathers? We do need Cock Feathers. So that's in Thanalan. We'll leave those for now. Green Tier and, let's see, Tree Speak. I think I just left Tree Speak, didn't I? Of course I did. Where's Green Tier? That should be... Okay. So we'll do Tin Coal Mistletoe. I also need cloves. That's Lenosha. These are in Lenosha. Tier 9. So we'll go to Green Tier first. Let's do that. Hop on our trusty witch's broom. Okay, so aha! Here's a good thing to note. So we've got an unknown here. It's only 25%, so I'm gonna have to really like hit it spot on. But this is what these are good for. So I'm actually gonna do Field Mastery 2, and that'll bump this up to 40. So hopefully I can do this just in 1 or 2 goes. Or not. Yeah. Oh, well, it's level 10. That's also why. Okay, well, good to know. So let's see, what can I get easily? Let's do the mistletoe. 20 of the mistletoe. What could it... Level 10. It's probably crow feathers. What do you want to bet? It is crow feathers. Almost guarantee. Now another perfectly good way to level up gathering is actually to do leaves. Some leaves are better than others, but you really definitely want to take your time, and it works better for like that real heavy grind area once you reach like level 20 on up, because these things, like, you can pretty much, I mean, I'm already almost to level 8, and I haven't really been doing this all that long, so I mean, it's perfectly doable. And there's 20 of those. Oh, and that registered an extra, yeah, okay. So let's go with let's just try it on this. So close to 8. I think I'll go for, I need 99 ash logs anyway, so I'm gonna try that. Yay, I've learned stealth. Alright, so stealth, Cyberland stealth conceals your actions from... One drawback is command, yeah, so it reduces your movement speed to half. Now you can still sprint on it, but yeah. Stealth can't be used if you're being attacked by an enemy, or if an enemy's level is significantly higher than yours. Whether or not you have stealth activated, it won't matter. Oh, I got it. Now again, like, doing something that's a little bit higher level than you, obviously gonna warrant more experience, but you'll miss more frequently. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. See, like, it's 67 chances of getting it. It's pretty low, so I'll just stick to my ash logs. Because by the time I have 99 of those, I should be closing in on level 9, and that'll make getting the crow feathers easier. This said also, ash branches. Yes, 20 ash branches. So, get pepper and an ash branch every now and again. You'll notice that GP does regenerate like MP will, but it doesn't regenerate as quickly. And doing actions will actually, successful actions will increase it by 5. So you can't just keep spamming abilities. And some of the abilities are quite hefty cost-wise. When you get, what is it? Yeah, Field Mastery 3, will give you a huge boost, and that's always nice. This is where I probably need to go into town or pull out my sewing needle and craft some basic craftsmanship gear. I wonder, let me see how much the plain, like Field Mastery 1 increases my chances of getting the ash logs. Let's just do that, because I can pretty much build. I boosted to 83, that's not terrible. So I'm a quarter of the way through ash logs. I think the next time I'm gonna throw up Field Mastery 2 and go for Crow Feathers. Because 99 of anything to grab is kind of annoying, and it looks like the recommendation is actually to grab 119, 99 for the quest, and 20 for reserve. So let's go ahead and do that. That boosts this to 82, so that's not terrible. And this will be more experience. And if I can keep the chain going, that's right. There are items called, oh, what are they called? Man, that's taxing my brain. What is it? What is it? What is it? It's a potion that refills your GP. You can get them from leaves, most frequently. Man. Cordial. That's what they're called. I'm like, yeah, so cordials will increase will refill your GP. Ooh, that was a good one. 4 crow feathers in a row. Awesome. So it does refill, so your GP refills slowly, and then every action that you take will refill it by 5. So I could not do that and just go for ash logs straight. And every successful gathering will give me a 5% or a 5-point return on GP. And that's true of anything that you gather. So if you need to gather something, you could gather like wind shards to help rebuild it. Hmm. Ash logs. Look into it. Alright, more than halfway on the ash logs. So let's go ahead and grab some more crow feathers. Come on now. I might do one more for crow feathers. That was kind of shoddy. Not appreciative. I mean, 87% should be pretty darn close to getting it every time. Alright. It's raining. Raining! No! one more minute on this rabbit pie. What I'll do is I'll reach level 10 on this guy. Maybe. Yeah, see how that dropped? I lost 3% just from the food. So I gotta eat again. I think what I'll do is go over to... No, that's not... Crow feathers. Go over to Thanalan and pick up my pickaxe and do some mining. Alright, about a quarter of the way through crow feathers as well. Let me just smash into my microphone a little bit. Woohoo! Level 10. Now I have Field Mastery 3. So Field Mastery 3 gives you a 50% chance improved gathering. I'm going to put Stealth here. I don't really need Triangulate ever. We're going to put Stealth here, and then the Mastery is right back to back. And then we'll never need to use them. At least I never use them. They aren't helpful for me. I guess if you're entering into a new area, it's fine. Alright, so I'm so close to getting the amount of ash logs that I need. So I'm just going to finish this out. I'll head over to Thaumaturge. Now, do that. Now everything's at 100%. Awesome. Do 1 ash log, 2 ash log, 2 ash log. Now I have 99 of them. And then I'll finish out and do crow feathers. Excellent. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to ride our broom back over to Gridania, fly over to Thanalan, switch over to Miner, and do that. And that one's gonna be harder because A, I have no rested EXP, which kind of sucks. Actually, I might look into seeing what I would need to sew myself up some gloves, pants, and shoes that would help with gathering. Might not be a bad idea. Switch over to... Oh, that's right. I haven't created Miner. Let's see, where's my sledgehammer? Here we go, pickaxe. Awesome. We're gonna add this to the gear list. I would like to go to Urda. Shouldn't have to do the first quest in the line in order to do it. Since I've access to the quest, I shouldn't have to. That's a good question. Spinus Crackatus. Alright. So yeah, so the reason that I have absolutely no chance of getting that is because my perception's next to nothing. Well, is nothing, actually. So I just want to see something real quick. Logs, crafting log. Weaving. That's for crafting. Hempen coif. Dalmatica, Hempen curtas, craftsmanship. Hempen breech. Slops. More leather, animal sinew. I don't have any animal sinew? Really? Maybe I deposited my animal sinew. What I'm wearing. Yep. Hempen tunic. So, shepherd slops and the coif will work. I guess leather workings for the shoes. The shepherd's belt would work too. Yep, duckbills of gathering. I wonder how much these are on the market. They're probably super duper cheap because they're really, really low level. Let me just take a peek. If I can get them for like maybe 1 or 2 gil, then I might just buy them outright. Crackety, crackety, crackety. Everything on is right over this way in Fanalang. Because while I'm not necessarily going for gathering high quality items at the moment, it would be nice to have a higher gathering rate, like gathering skill, and if I just have on, the base gear, that would hugely, hugely, hugely improve. Hello, you who's away. Alright, market board. Alright, so searching for an item in the market. Have I not done this? Okay. So by clicking into the market, you can click the free search, blah blah, blah blah. I'm just going to go through all this. So you can either do a free search if you know specifically the item that you're looking for, you can type it in by name. If you're looking for a weapon, or any main hand or offhand kind of thing, so like miner's tools, whether it'll automatically select by your level, so weathered sledgehammer and weathered pickaxe. So I could actually, let's see, there aren't any, and there aren't any, so yeah. Alright, so let's see, I don't want a headpiece, I don't want a body piece, let's look at legs. So this is gonna be all of the legs that a miner can wear. The problem is, here we go. So let's see, hempen breeches are plain, crafting shepherd slops. Yeah, so we want the hempen shepherd slops. That's not happening. That is so not happening. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Alrighty, so that's hilarious. hilarious. Oh man. Okay, gloves. So we got leather wrist guards. So we need the wrist guards. No, that's still too much too. I'm not spending that. How about feats? Feats! Feetsies! Nope, still too much. Buy them from a vendor. Probably. Leather shepherd's belt. Oh, there aren't any. And there won't be any, like, I guarantee that all of these are expensive. And then you can find random items. So, if I wanted to... Let me see about Moko grass. Moko. Nope, that's ridiculous. I can buy it from the Weaver's Guild for like $1 a piece. Or like a gil. So yeah, hence you can see why nobody uses the market. Let's see. Tradecraft merchant? No, see, so he sells mocha grass for 2. Yeah, I could literally get everything I need to craft those myself for under 100 gil. Under 100 gil, I guarantee you I could do it. Let's just see how much it would be to just buy them outright. I think that's here, field gear. So, hempen, that's level 5, I wouldn't. Yeah, he doesn't have any of the low level gear. Well, that just suckers. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to craft them myself. So let's see, crafting wise. Crafting log. So let's start with the leather working. So that's control. I need leather wrist guard, so I need a leather and animal sinew. It does. It's 8. I have animal skin, so I can make my own leather. Oh, what was it? Animal sinew. That's what it was. Animal sinew. 4. Alright, let's get one of those. Alright, now crafting. Well, so I've got the animal sinew, and I need a leather. So we get long nipples. Alright, leather shepherd's belt. I need another leather and a bronze ingot. Well, I can get the stuff. I can mine for the bronze. Hempen cloth and leather. So I just need to get mocha grass. So I'll go to the Weaver's Guild and pick up mocha grass. So for each cloth, that requires 2 yarn, which is 2 grass. So I need 4 per yarn, 4 mocha grass per cloth. So that's 4. Let's just make a little list. I need mocha. For that guy. weaving, I need to make hempen shepherd slops. So I need 2 more, so that means I need another 8. Plus another animal sinew. So now I've got 2 animal sinews. I have a hempen curtain. Coif is... So I need 2 for the yarn, and 4 for crafting. Kurt already. Alright, so I need to actually go buy 10, 38 Moko grass. Higher or lower than the other guy. So let's run over to the... And then I'll go out and gather. Now that I've wasted my food. That always happens. You'll get into a groove and you're like looking at things and then you'll be like, oh, I should probably go, oh, crap. Well, I guess I probably should have, oh well. Actually, you know what I might do? Alright, guild supplier, how much are you selling Moko grass for? Oh, he's selling it for 2. Alright, well, 10, 20, 30, 38. So we're gonna get 40. And then just for the sake of this, we're actually going to eat the... Here, I like sewing right in front of everyone. Alright, now then, we need to link. Crafting log. crafting log to our thing. Alright, so we know we need a bunch of hempen yarn and hempen cloth. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and make a crap ton of hempen cloth, or hempen yarn. So first things first, at this point we only have the ability to really do one thing. So ta-da, we have made hempen yarn. Yarn. More hempen yarn. Level up. Learn ability though. Hempen yarn. Hempen yarn. Hempen yarn. Now, there will come a time where you'll have the ability to do quick synthesis. Never, ever, 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 ever do quick synthesis. It's not worth it. Like, ever. Even if you're like, oh, I really need to just knock out some of this. It'll be faster than doing it by hand, but one, you'll be missing out on more experience. One. Two, there is a significantly higher rate of failing. So I have yet to fail an action. So yay, leveled up again. I'm level 3. Why? Learn that. There's a failure. So that's what a failure looks like. It blows up in your face. All right. Crafty, crafty, crafty. Alright, I have successfully made all of that mocha grass into hempen yarn, which I will now make some of it into hempen cloth. It takes 2 yarn for each cloth, and 2 mocha grass for each yarn, so hence anytime you need 1 cloth, you'll need 2 yarn, which is 4 of the original material, whether that be cotton for cotton in the future, or mocha grass for hempen yarn. So, undyed cotton cloth. I'm gonna make 5 or 6 of these. Oh, okay. So that I can't believe that happened. That you'll never ever see that again. Hey, welcome to the stream. So I'm just grinding some levels on my alt character for the Let's Play off of my normal Let's Play. So welcome to the stream. There we go. Okay, so now, what else? Okay, that's for crafting. I wanted to make gathering. So I need leather. So, yeah, leather. That's for leather worker. Nope, I need leather. Okay, so let's switch over to... Watch the... And away we go! Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing it off stream because I know it's not the most exciting thing to do. So, yeah. Didn't want to bore people. Alright. So I have all this animal skin. I'm probably just going to go ahead and make all of it into leather, to be honest. No point in... I'll need the leather eventually, so... 3 more. Awesome. Try this out. So, difficulty shouldn't be too hard. I only have the one skill, so let's just hope and pray. Ugh. Alright, so one more action. So, the other thing to note is this durability. If this reaches 0 and your progress bar has not reached the end, you fail the synthesis. How is that going? Awesome, awesome. Alright, I think that's everything I can do on this. Let's switch back over to Weaver. Where was I? Hammond Coif, that's what I need. 21. Yeah. Oh, I'll try not to have too much fun, yeah. Hey, it's going better. You missed it. I was gathering earlier. Oh, oodles and oodles of fun. And enjoy Final Fantasy XI. Okay. So now that we've done all of this... Well, actually... But I'm already on it, so Hammond Coif it is. Need 2. do that. There we go. Level 5 Weaver already. And I have my... Yay! Basic touch! I can finally increase quality! Not that that really matters, but yeah. Woohoo! Doesn't matter right now. It will matter hugely later on, but for right now, it's not that big a deal. Perception. Will work as a headpiece for both, but I don't want to use that because I've got the, oh, why did I do the head? I've got the whatchamacallit, the friendship circlet on. Oh well. Oh well. Let's go ahead and put on gloves. Gloves of crafting. Alright, so once you get basic touch, you can start improving quality. So since I used a high quality item, the quality is already high up. But by hitting this, you have a chance to increase the quality. Its success is only 70%, but yeah. So that's what this says. Blah blah. Blah quality. H quality. Blah 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 blah. Yep. Okay. So I just want to see. I think it's probably 11 still. No, it might be 12. So let's do one. Ugh. Let's do one. Okay, 13. So I just need to make sure that I have one action left. Hopefully. I'm gonna burn through some CP and try and increase the quality. Alright, so now I have a 16% chance that this will be a high quality item. It won't be, but that's okay. So, work gloves, that's level 6 gathering. Oh yeah. Yeah, leather wrist guards. Okay. Alright, well, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna try putting some stuff on. So I just made... No. What did I just make? Oh well. So nothing there. Nothing there. Alright, let's sort these and see what we can do. Here. How about shoes? Please tell me. Some shoes. Shit. Oh, I know what. It puts it in your inventory. I'm like, where is all this crap I just made? I just made it! Alright. Now that we figured that one out. Okay, so. Gloves. Whoa, gloves. We've got new gloves. So, let's gather it. Here we go. Some shoes, baby. Perception. So we're getting there. We've got a few more items on here. It's better than nothing. Alright, so we're going to reassign this gear. Reassign this. That brought me down, actually. That's hilarious. Okay, let's switch to minor. New gloves. New shoes. Shit. Okay. A hat. I don't need it. I wasted materials on a hat that I don't need. Alright. Reassign gear. Brought me down. Click over to botanist and do the same thing. Now I think the reason they did that is this is actually, yeah. So the basic gear that you have for your race, like when you first start out, is gonna be item level 5. So it's everything else is gonna be slightly increased. So when you make something that's actually better suited for you, but actually lower, then it's like, oh, well that sucks. But that's okay. Whatever. Switch back to miner. I'm gonna go out and mine. 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 But first I need food. Some more rabbit pies. And some more lassie. You sell food. Yes. Rabbit pies. I'm gonna grab 4 of them. Grab 4. So we're getting a little bit through some of our lovely stuff. Let's Hello, Vivito. Interesting withdrawal stuff to you. Okay, see, so he does have stuff. I was like, what? I have to have some of this junk. So, what we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna give him all. None of this really helps me. Now then, as soon as I get a new hatchet, I'll probably assign him to be a botanist. And that way he can go out and mine stuff, gather stuff for me. And then I don't have to do quite as much gathering for crafting. That'll be immensely helpful. What do we have in the way of materia? Vitality, piety, earth, water. Savage aim's pretty good. Savage might's pretty good. Quick tongue is very nice. Alright. Yep. So already we are starting to fill up our retainer. Ugh. That just sucks. As always, it's a pleasure, sir. Okay, let's sell these. See, I made 1,000 gil off of that, and I spent less than that. I spent under, what? Let's see. So, 44 and 76 in just the food. And I don't even think I spent that much in total on the mocha grass. So, yeah. I'm doing rather well. Money-wise, I do believe. Do declare. Now, let me see what the quintessential quintet is. looks like 7-ish, and beyond else in QQ is gonna be on, and I am streaming. I'm currently streaming. Silly. Are you streaming? Of course I'm streaming. Why wouldn't I be streaming? Okay, let's pull up the guide for mining. So let's see. Sorry for mining. Again, I'll put the description down below for this site. I really like this. It's pretty well thought out and clear on like how to go about doing things. If you need to like look into like, oh, what kind of gear should I be looking to do, and blah blah. It's like all that stuff is nice. So from level 1 to 5, I need to get 10 copper ore and 50 bone chips. So, stockpile notes. We want 20 muddy water, 70 bone chips, 50 for the quest, and optionally 99 copper ore. Automatically. Out here. Finding mineral deposits. It's the same exact thing as botany, except instead of hacking your way into trees, you're hacking your way into rock. Same thing. So really, again, it'll be a little pickaxe symbol, and there's some right out here. Level 5 mineral deposit. Oh, I should probably put the food. Switch over and be well fed. Mineral deposit. Okay, so I've got copper ore and muddy water, and for the level 10 quest, I need 10 copper ore, or the level 1 quest, I need 10 copper ore. So I'm gonna go with, start with copper. Stock on copper. Stock on copper. So copper, when mixed with things appropriately, makes... So copper by itself can make a copper ingot, but I think under armor crafting, yeah, you need copper and tin to make bronze. So you need copper for both armor, blacksmith, and whatchamacallit. I was talking about something. What was I saying? I've lost my train of thought. Oh, what did I lose my train? I thought. Oh, it's used for. Come on. Armor, blacksmith, and goldsmith. That's the one I was thinking. Goldsmith. Such a hard word. Ooh. Ovjang. Hunt monster. It'll be nice to get to hunt again. now have enough copper for the quest. Get to level 2. It's a giant mammoth. Hello, I'm a giant mammoth. I will wreck your face if you get near me. Monster. Monster ode hunts. Fun times to be had by all. So now I can do muddy water. What was the recommendation? 20 muddy water? 20 muddy water. Let's just do that. I know I need to get the copper ore, but water too. Need 20 of them. Oop. Last one. Hello, tortoise. Tortoise. Mining your own business. Yep, I am mining my own business. So, some people might be like, well, why are you even bothering with gathering or crafting for that matter? All of the items are available. You can purchase them on the market, you can purchase them on, from vendors, etc., etc. You could get them from quests. That is all very true. However, there's something to be said of being independent. If I have the time, I can level these up, and I can craft my own armor. I can craft my own weapons. So if I don't want to do, it's not necessarily good to focus on that for like your first um, job. But if you plan on leveling up any of your other jobs, it's a really good thing. Especially like if you plan on leveling like all of the casting classes, they all use cloth armor. So if you get Weaver up, then you never have to purchase armor again. You can make it yourself. Then, if your skills are high enough in Weaver, you can make them high quality, so they'd have better stats on them. And then on top of it, if you have your crafting, classes built up, you can repair your own gear for free, in essence. I mean, you just have to have the level. Uh, requirement. So if I can do that level wise, then it just makes more sense, and it's also a good way to save money. A, and B, when you actually go to a mender, they will only repair it to 100%. But if you yourself repair your items, you can repair them beyond that 100%. So it's a good idea. Always a good idea. But that's just me. Again, I'm not gonna lie, completely tedious. Totally boring. Not something you necessarily want to do. But if you have the time and patience for it, or the downtime, the thing that's nice is it used to be that it was harder to kind of like, once you like selected yourself for a duty, then you wouldn't necessarily change your class. But now it's a little bit easier. So like if I say I wanted to level up some DPS, DPS queues are relatively long. Why you shouldn't ever just sit and wait for the queue to pop. So what you should be doing is you make you set your duty, then go craft, go gather, go do something else. Don't waste that time doing nothing. And it's a good way to just kind of break down, and just make use of the time. Then when the queue does pop, it's like, do you want to switch, you selected on this class, you need to switch it back if you want to do it, so just switch back real quick. It's no big deal. No big deal. It's no big deal. So I know it says like an optional like gather copper, like 99 copper, and that technically it's optional if you look at the guild. But I will say this, there's a lot that you will have to do all by your lonesome that, yeah. Oh, you know what I should check? Let's check timers. And they need copper ore, they need crayfish, and they need latex, so I should go back and get latex. This is always a good thing to kind of keep in mind. You can make all of these items real quick usually. So like bone harpoon, hatchet, bronze limb. Like I could make this right now and hand it in, and then you'll get experience for doing it, and that'll help level you as well. So it's good to keep up with those timers as well. I just completely forgot about it because that's what I do. I forget about things. My brain is too filled with junk. That's not something I should admit, right? No, probably not. That's alright. It's been a long week. Oh, and this week's Thanksgiving. Ooh, boy. So that means I have to figure out when I'm gonna stream main story stuff with this guy. Normally I do it on Thursdays, but chances are I'm gonna be in a turkey coma. So maybe I will stream him Wednesday. Or maybe I could do a super stream with him on... Maybe I could do a super stream on Friday. I don't know. Ooh, level 4. Awesome. I now have Sharp Vision, which is the same thing as Field Mastery, so it gives me that 5% boost. We're going to put Arbor's Call, or Lay of the Land up here because I don't need it. What is the other items that we have here? Oh, bone chips. I need a ton of bone chips, isn't that right? Yeah, I need to grab 70 bone chips. Those are over in the Spineless Basin, which is Central Thanalan. Oh. Oh, it's right over there. Oh, okay, I'll just do that. After I get the 99 copper ore. Actually, it's going to be 119 copper ore because you need the... Or no, 109. Because you need 10 for the quest. The level 1 quest. Which I'm already level 4. That's right. Maybe that'll be good. I'll do the super stream on Friday, and then I'll hand in all of these like first couple quests for like crafting and gathering, and we'll just do all of that, kind of get through, start the stories on those. It's not a good idea to do what I'm doing necessarily. You want to, if you're going to be focusing on gathering, you kind of want to keep up with your class quests. It's just more convenient that way. And I need to make another retainer. Because as much as I like, oh, I'm going to build up this stockpile of all this stuff. The amount of things that are available to mine and gather in this game are way more than you will ever have space for. Way more. else, what other things over there they have to... I'll head over there after I grab this. Oh, well, you know what I could do? I could stop guessing and actually click my gathering guide and look at copper ore. Yep, spineless basin. Oh, but that's probably... Yeah, that's not going to be the same. That's probably like bone chips and shards. Level 5. Yeah, we'll continue with this for a little bit. I'm almost to level 5 anyway. Off, John. My Baron earring is falling apart. That's okay. I believe the Baron earring is actually doing me much of any good. That's okay. Actually take a break here for dinner in a little bit. It's just so close to getting the copper ore that I need, so let's finish off copper ore. Bone chips and see what those look like. Music in Thaumaturge. I love the music in this game in general, but I don't know, there's something that I really just like about Thaumaturge's music. Yeah, if I remember correctly, the bone chips, they're like on a embankment, so you've got like a couple that are low and a couple that are high, and it's not exactly easy to go from one to the next. Not the best. Sometimes the placement of these nodes kind of makes you go, I mean, that makes sense that, you know, you have to go look for them, but at the same time it's kind of like, well, that's kind of a pain in the butt. Pain in the boat. In the boat. Gather, gather. 92. Okay, so another thing to note. This is the highest stack you can get. So if I were to like gather or purchase more lungworms, they would make a second stack. So like when I get to 92, when I get to 99, it'll actually make another stack of copper. That's something to point out. So I need 109. One full stack of 99 and then a stack of 10 to be done. And this guy. So there's a stack. You can see over in the corner, like this is where the copper ore is, right above the pointer, and it turned orange. That means that that stack is full. So when I do this, it'll add another one right here. Yep. Now then, 2 more nodes. We'll head over and grab our bone chips. I cheap. You know, an air cheap. Sorry, in true gay fashion, I enjoy a good musical. If you don't know what musical I'm talking about, you should find out what music. It's lots of fun. Hilarious, I'm sure. So this will get me to 108, so I'll have to run over to that one over by the water. And now it's 100% guaranteed that I will get copper. Woohoo! Alright. $109. That's all I need. So I'm gonna grab a wind shard. And a lightning shard. And that's what I need for the gathering record. So the lightning shards. I'll finish off on a lightning shard. Perfect. So now I have water shards and fire shards and bone chips. So I guarantee you that this other node over here is literally just bone chips and then fire and water shards. You know what? Why am I sprinting when I have a mount? Ah, the behemoth. Wind, sand, stormy. Sandy, stormy, windy. Alright. Yep. Oh, it's just wind and lightning shards. Okay, so where are fire shards? Oh, hammerly, really? Alright. Anyway. Bone chips. Spine this basin. Bone cheap. A cheap of the air. Air cheap. Let's see, I need 70 of these. Now the other thing you can do is there are a couple of ways really to like keep track of how many you've got. So let me point that out. So if I click on here, you can look at the quantity up in the corner right here, and it says 8 normal quality, then 0 high quality, and then 0. I think that's like collector's edition, which that's for level 50 plus crafting. I don't know that you can do that with. Anyway, I haven't done that. I haven't gotten far into that. The other thing is over here, like where it has the description below, it says a broken piece of bone. Then above that, it says 1 of 99, total 8, or high quality 0. Sells for 1 gil. The other thing that you can do, and this is probably a little more convenient, once you gather the first one, you can literally drag them to your bar, and they're there. You can't use them, but it'll keep an active tally of what you've got. See, so now I've got 9, 10, and you can just keep that. And that way, if you have a couple things like that you need or like a certain amount that you're going for, it's an easy way to kind of keep it visible and keep you on task. Like, oh, I'm almost there, kind of thing. And to my knowledge, you can do that with any of these. Switched. That's weird. So I already have the 20 that I need for the, or no, it's not 20. I need 50 for the quest, and 20 as a stock. That's what. So I have met my stock requirements. Now to finish off the quest amount that I need for the level 5 quest, which is 50 of them. It's funny, I had never played Final Fantasy XI, and I had heard, mixed reviews about it when it came out, and we didn't even, my family didn't even get internet until I was well on into high school. Um, Back in the day, it wasn't, required to have the internet for everything, and now it very much is. So, I mean, I didn't have the capabilities of doing like the online PlayStation 3 playing online through the PlayStation 3, through the PlayStation 2. So, I never played it because it would have been like way more expensive, and my parents weren't on board for that, and I wasn't working, because I was a kid. So I never played it, so now that they are coming out with the final patch and doing all that jazz and coming out with all the other various things that are wrapping up that game's kind of support in terms of like no longer supporting the PlayStation 2 version and only supporting the online PC version. They have an event like going on right now. I'll probably pick that up on my main. I probably won't. I don't know that I can even do it on this guy yet. I might be able to. Hopefully I can get this guy leveled. Um, and if not, I can just do it on some other class. It's not a big deal. Um, but yeah, with that said, uh, I was watching another Let's Player do a revisiting. He actually was in the chat. Shout out to Puerto Rican Geek. It's funny how many of the enemies are they're they're not the same, but they're reused in the sense that it's like, okay, huge hornets were in Final Fantasy XI, and just seeing them in that old game, like it's interesting, it's entertaining. Like you go back and you see, and it's like, oh, they had these enemies in this game. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's kind of interesting. And so he's Puerto Rican Geek is doing a revisiting Let's Play. kind of thing that I've been watching in the days that I'm not streaming. Uh, it's nice that YouTube puts all of these streams on, like, you know, as a fellow like Let's Player on YouTube. I like the fact that when a stream is finished, it actually gets put onto YouTube in its full, you know, capacity. It makes it easier. Like, I originally started out trying just to, like, oh, I'm gonna film my own videos and let's plays and edit them and then put them on YouTube, and great and awesome, and oh yeah, cool, and yeah, you know, that takes a lot of work, and not editing is a lot easier. And while I still appreciate and enjoy doing the editing, don't have I don't have the time. Um, I work full time. You know, I have a big boy job. I have to, you know, put in the hours there, and given and I love what I do for a living, so it's kind of like I don't want to not do that in lieu of doing this other stuff. So I mean, I like the idea of having an avenue where I can just submit videos wholesale like this. It's not as tedious with the editing process and things like that. So I can actually get through things and actually post content, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. But you know, life gets in the way, and you get tired and frustrated, and the editing software that I used went through an update, so a bunch of the videos that I was working on, they got screwed up. They weren't right, so I would have had to go back, and I was trying to figure it out, and it wasn't happy, and I was like, "Grr!" So yeah, that's what caused me to stop in the first place, and then I got busy with work and all that jazz, and you know how it is. Okay, so now that I am level 7, I now have access to all of these things. What do they recommend? So I need obsidian, which is level 10, and I need 99 of them. Ugh. So it looks like they're recommending 20 tin ore, 20 zinc ore, 20 soiled femurs, 20 sunstones, and 119 obsidian. Ugh, that just sucks. That sucks. Why no lapis? I actually liked lapis. Okay, so zinc is in Hammerlia and Blackbrush, and Hammerlia and Blackbrush. Sunstones are in Lenosha. Lapis is in the Shroud. Soiled femurs are here. Obsidian is also here, and Potter's Clay is in the Shroud. So really, that's probably the reason why they have it listed like this, is Sunstone is way the hell out in Lenosha. So when I head over there for other things, I'll need to make a list of all the things that I have. In case you didn't notice, I am a fan of lists. I love a good list, especially a checklist. I am all about checklists. Oh my god, it's kind of crazy just how many checklists I put together. Because I'm just like, I want to make a checklist. Oh, we've got stuff to do, or oh, I've got collectibles. I need a checklist. Yeah. Okay. So here we have level 10 mineral deposits. Looks like I am out of time on my food. So now I'm just going to remove this, and I'm going to see what we have here. So I've got tin ore. Let's get one of the other tin. And I'm going to just go tin ore first. soiled femurs. So they recommend 20 of each of these floors. So that I should be able to do really quickly, and that should probably take me up to level 8, I would imagine. So, start with tin. What the heck happened there? Oh, my spirit bond with my hempen dalmatica. I have no idea how that's pronounced. The shirt that I'm wearing is now fully spirit bonded. So technically I could make another shirt and just do that. Maybe Seems like they want a very few tin ore, but I know I'm gonna need to make a lot of stuff with tin, so I don't know why the recommendation is only like 20 of these things. It makes me feel like we should probably... Chances are I'll be gathering a lot more of these things anyway. Oh, really? 96 is still not 100%. Just gotta tell yourself that sometimes, because sometimes it makes you go, what is going on? But yeah, having all of this gear makes doing this so much easier. Okay. So now I have 20 of tin. So now I gotta focus on 20 of zinc. Oh, but I should have gone for the soiled femurs first. Yeah, let's do the soiled femurs first. They'll be easier to gather. I'm actually going to switch them so I know which one I'm going for next. Level-wise, it is always good to go for the one that is closest to your level and has the highest success rate, because there's nothing more frustrating than hitting the same node over and over and over again and not getting anything. There's level 8. And I learned stealth. Perfect. Range that so that it's more in keeping. Haven't used stealth yet, don't need it, so it's fine. Soiled femur. I guess I could do fishing. Fishing's a little odd. It's completely different. So whereas like mining and botany are very similar in the sense that you have like a gathering list and it tells you like where everything is, the fishing log is completely different. It doesn't explicitly tell you, and it's not like you're gonna fish a node and get like what you're going for. Fishing is much more randomized, which is both good and bad. If you're looking for something specific, it's bad. If you're just looking to level up the class, it can be a lot of fun because you never know what you're going to get, especially when you try fishing in new areas. Itch, itch, itch. Oh. It got super cold here, like in a day. It went from like, oh, it's in the 60s to, oh, it's 20 degrees overnight, with wind chills in the teens. So of course I've got like that dry, itchy winter skin that you get. It's like, ugh, I just want to scratch everywhere. Maybe not everywhere. But yeah, you get itchy. Itchy. Zinc. Now for you. Don't think I'll get to level 10 off of this, so I need to figure out what my next move is. 6:30 almost, so I might take a break for dinner, as I know I will be back on a little bit later with my main character and playing with the quintessential quartet. My fellow M Knights that play this game. Much as I try to convince my other M Knight friends to join, they just don't want to. That's fine, they can be buttheads. I will enjoy playing this with my real Final Fantasy friends, the real M Knights. I'm kidding. For the most part. Alright, so in light of wanting to get this 100%, I'm going to use some GP and make this 100%. I don't feel like waiting around for this. Oh no, my Baron Earring is not producing any defense anymore. Oh, it's a shame. Alright, so now I have 20 of each of these. So now I need to look for Obsidian, which is level 10. This is also in Hammerlia. Here. That. Ooh, my Griffin. Do so love my Griffin. It flies. It's a shame that I can't fly around here. What is it? I'm just glad I have access to mounts. Finally. Let's just see where Obsidian lies. Says Hammerlia, but that could be anywhere. I know it's a level 10 node, so that makes things a little bit. So those up there are definitely level 5. The level 10 should be over here. I should probably stick towards this area because there might be some down here. Oh, there's a sewer sludge. Or sewer syrup, that's what it's called. I speaks good. Say that they're gonna be on this wall actually, and they're. These might be level 5s. These over here might be. Yep, level 10. Okay. Let's just see if these are, in fact, the nodes we are looking for. Kind of. So let's see if we can't press our luck. Yep, obsidian. Perfect. The other nice thing is, so while you can only have stacks of 99, if, for instance, you gather more than 99, the number is reflected down here, so it'll tell you how many you have total, which is nice. Fortunately, this might be a little harder to do, because I'm level 8, that's level 10, which means my gathering not be high enough to get a consistently good without using these abilities. Oh, 83, that's not terrible. Just for the sake of having the completion. So again, gathering something for the first time ever will get you a bonus chunk of EXP. It's not a lot, but it's enough. It's enough. $119 of these. I don't know that I'm going to necessarily. Although that would definitely bring me up to 10 probably just by gathering this. Yeah, because this is already, I'm already gonna be level 9 here in a second. Thank God for food. And there it is, level 9. Woohoo! And now it's 88%. So that's always good. I was thinking of leveling Arcanist and Thaumaturge a little bit more, but that's okay. Maybe what I'll do is, again, maybe this coming Friday when I do the super stream, that, in addition to the story, I need to do 1,000 miles of Thaumaturge. That is level 24, I'm level 27. Ugh, still so ahead of things. That sucks. It used to be, so when I first played through, I was doing like every single quest on my main character, on my main class. So it was like I was burning through things super quickly. But I wasn't as concerned about like over leveling. But now it's like I don't want to get too far ahead, so I mean, so the development team has kind of updated things so that like more experience is given for general tasks. It's easier to level up. Because they want you to get to the expansion content quicker, which is great, but it also means that like the normal playstyle and leveling progression that I'm used to is no longer the case. So, you know, what I'm telling you as far as like how to level up and like this is what you should focus on doing and blah blah, like that's all well and good, but it's not really, it's not as accurate as it used to be. It used to be that you could do all this stuff and it would be like, oh yeah, no. And now it's kind of like, well, that's kind of how it works, but not quite. Like, arrgh. They changed things on me. I'm averse to change. Actually, I should check and see how much Lay of the Land 1 actually increases things, because I might be able to just spam that over and over and over again. And that brings it up to 93, that's pretty good. Almost halfway through the 19 that are the suggested. The 99 that I need for the quest, and the 20 that I need as a stockpile. The stockpile should bring me up to level 10 for sure. I think. It'll get me either over 10 or real close. Thinking it'll get me to 10. Especially if I don't make any misses. Oh yeah, I'll definitely get beyond level 10. Oh. 100%. That's a shame. Sucks when you break your chain. But I'm still going to get to level 10. Thank goodness for like the friendship circlet. I mean, really. This friendship circlet, food, and then the grand company or the free company actions, they really will make the early leveling super fast. If anyone is still watching, this is definitely like grind intensive, like the most grindy of anything that you'll do. And depending on, you know, your type of playstyle or your personality, this might be fine. You may not hate this, but yeah, it can be a little bit tedious. It's good to do if you have something else like going on in the background. Of course, you have to kind of halfway pay attention. I find like my brain doesn't always quite want to work like, oh, I'll do this while I'm watching something, because I kind of have to pay attention to what I'm doing a little bit. You know, that's right. Here's level 10. Breaking rocks in the hot sun 1. There's sharp vision 3, the last of the sharp visions. And I am 93, so I'm real close, so let's just go ahead and knock these out. I think I'm just gonna switch over to my main class, head over to Thanalan, or head over to Thanalan, then switch classes, and maybe call it an evening for the moment. I'll be back on. I think I'll take a break for dinner. See, as I was saying, this represents the total amount that you have in your inventory, but obviously you've got a stack of 99 and a stack of 2. So it's convenient. It doesn't, like, clutter up your hotbar. If you like having them on your hotbar. I like having it there, because again, it gives me a good visual reference of, hey, this is how far you have left. It's motivational. Get motivated. Get motivated to rip rock from the ground. More to go. 2 more nodes, and then we'll head over to Thanos. Now, since I said that, we're gonna do that to make this 100%. I ain't playing around. Set to Quarry Mill. That is in Gridania. Well, not in Gridania, it's in the Shroud. I don't know that I want to go back there. I think I'll probably head over to Lenosha next, so no. We'll just head on over to Thanalan, and then we'll change over to head out. Leave me alone, little cacti. Good, they've changed that. It used to be that you would hop off your mount at the last second and then just like walk in, and it was kind of a clunky animation point, so it's nice that they kind of just changed it. So, actually, you know what? I want to see something. Can I just need grade 1 dark matter and goldsmith level 1. I don't have the fragment of dark matter. Okay. Well, that's alright. Good to know. Alright, let's switch over to Conjurer in my ridiculous looking Sugarloaf hat. Alright, I think I am going to go ahead and say good night and see you in just a little while on my main character when I get on with some of my fellow M Knights, and we're just going to be doing some random stuff, dungeon running. Our tank needs to level up and get through some more of the story, and so does one of the other DPS, so yeah, have a good dinner, basically.